I am so confused, not by the documentary, but by my perception of reality. Wrinkles the Clown is something that I watched thinking it was a mockumentary about this clown, this homeless man who dresses up as a clown and lets parents hire him to scare their misbehaving children. I thought it was a relatively decent mockumentary when I thought it was a mockumentary, with interviews with parents and children, people who have encountered Wrinkles, and contemplating who he might be. That's brilliant, that's interesting, that's fascinating. Nope. Wrinkles the Clown is real. And now I am looking at this documentary in a completely different way. To give you a little backstory, and backstory that I'm pleased I kind of didn't have until after the fact, Wrinkles the Clown is apparently, this is from Wikipedia, an unidentified performance artist living in Naples, Florida, as part of an elaborate art project. Basically, he is supposed to be this homeless man who dresses as Wrinkles the Clown and hires himself to parents. You can phone him up and say, "My child is misbehaving, please come and scare them." And it initially started in 2015 when a video was uploaded to YouTube of Wrinkles hiding under a child's bed, of course with the intention of scaring this child while they sleep. And as a fictitious subject for a mockumentary, I thought that that was brilliant. It could raise a lot of questions about the morality of being able to hire somebody to scare your child if they're being naughty, using Wrinkles as a threat. You know, if you don't stop misbehaving, Wrinkles the Clown's going to come and get you, a kind of boogeyman figure. I thought it was a really fascinating mockumentary subject that was very well done. When I realised that it was not fake, yeah, slightly concerned and terrified that this is not something that people are against. This documentary had interviews with people. Now, I'm not 100% convinced that the people who were interviewed were genuinely individuals who had hired Wrinkles, or children who indeed had been frightened by Wrinkles. And interestingly enough, within the documentary, it's revealed that the crew haven't been following the real Wrinkles, but somebody who has been hired by Wrinkles in order to help keep Wrinkles' real identity a secret. It's as confusing as it sounds, and it absolutely is worth watching. As a documentary, it's very well edited. We talk to a lot of different people. We hear children crying on the phone as their parents phone Wrinkles to ask him to come and scare them. It's morally questionable, but so fascinating to watch. I'm aware that Florida is a lot more fast and loose with this kind of thing, but it does raise a lot of questions. But it's so intriguing, and part of me is glad that I thought it was a mockumentary when I watched it, because it is quite terrifying when you think that this is a real thing. Can you imagine misbehaving as a child and then being told that the clown is going to pop up from under your bed in the middle of the night, and then to have it actually happen? Is that child abuse? I don't know. They were warned. You were warned that if you didn't stop misbehaving, actions have consequences. I don't know. I really don't know. It's an interesting discussion that I thought the mockumentary was doing. But it's not a mockumentary, it's real. Check it out. It's on Amazon Prime. If you are scared of clowns in general, this will absolutely terrify you when you think of it as being real. If you live in Florida, maybe don't watch it, especially if you're scared of clowns, because it's very intimidating. But it's very well put together. The documentary is very well shot. It's very honest, I think, and very raw. And if the people they interview are all real people who have encountered Wrinkles, then that's brilliant. If they are fictitious representations of people who didn't want to be interviewed on camera, that's absolutely fine. Let me know either way if you do know. But it's certainly something that I will be thinking about for quite a long time. Something that's caused me a lot of confusion, has questioned a lot of my perception of reality. And ultimately, whether it's true, whether it's fake, it's left an impression on me, and I will not forget about this for a very, very long time.